Okay, I am doing a 7-part series about having healthy bedrooms. The S word. And yes, I know, I'm releasing a children's book, a whole series. Oh, look, here it is, shameless plug. What? Tilted Pinkerton. And so I've been talking a lot about the children's book, and I've started a couple new websites for the children's books, but I still, even though I do all this work now for, and I have, as Safe Side Super Chick, for little kids, I still talk to the parents. And obviously I talk to adults on not raping children. Hello. But I still talk a lot about healing and moving on in your life, and I kept getting questions about healthy sex lives after trauma, so I decided to write a whole series. And I'm on part 2. And part 2, what I'm covering is Funk the Fantasies, I'm calling it, because I'm trying to clean up my language. You know, I'm using the S word and the O word and calling it healthy bedrooms. So I wanted to bring this up, and I figured, I'll do a little video anyways because it's maybe easier to explain it than writing out a whole post. I'll do what I can in text, but in video it's sometimes easier to visually explain it. Fantasies is a big thing. I've had tons and tons of women admit to me secretly and shamefully that they have they feel they can never have healthy sex lives after trauma because they have fantasies of their abuse, of their attack, of their abuser, and they feel disgusting and shameful and like that they could never have healthy sex after that because, I said the S word. After that because they're disgusting and horrible. Well, I'm here to tell you, I've had so many people tell me that, women mainly, that you're not alone, don't judge yourself. It's something that comes along a lot of times with having gone through trauma. A book I really, really, really highly recommend you read is Women, Sex, and Addiction by Charlotte Castle. Love that book. I'm always plugging it. You should really read it. I almost want to do like a readathon on my blog about that book because it's so genius. So, that's good. Mom says.
That's a good idea.
A readathon of the book?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'd like to be part of that.
Okay. So, one thing about fantasies that I've talked with people and, like, not worked with them literally, but heard that it worked, is first of all, don't judge yourself if you have stuff like that come up because you're not alone. And you're not disgusting. It comes with the territory. There's many, many people who do it. Don't judge yourself. And then catch the fantasy as you're having it. So you try to remain present during the act. That's why the first part 1 of a series of 7 talked about forget the O. Like, stop focusing on the O, as in, like, release the attachment to that. Just, like, put that out of your head. Remain present, and remaining present is sometimes really, really difficult. If you go off in fantasy land, women can do it as you're staring at somebody's face. You're in like a whole other world. A way to remove the dark and violent and like yucky fantasies is just to try it. Because practice is fun. To turn it into something growing in nature. Now you're like, huh? But like literally picture a vine growing up around a tree and and little blossoms blossoming off of it. So with each like feeling, you have a new leaf grows, a new limb grows, grass sprouts up everywhere, flowers pop up everywhere. You get the idea? You get the idea, Mom?
Oh yeah. That's all talked about in that book. I can't remember the name of it.
Really?
Yes. Where you breathe and you focus on a piece of art. You could even have art in your house that you focus on. I've seen art since I started doing some of these exercises with the breath. And because I was addicted to the orgasm. So when I stopped doing that and started focusing on breathing and art and these different feelings that this woman teaches in this book, a whole different experience.
What book is this?
That's the one I keep saying. Where is that book? It's missing. It's I'll have to
It's
find
not
it.
the sexual ways of the Kordosha.
No, not that one. That one's about anatomy. That was by a doctor. The other one's about, from a midwife, 20 years of actual techniques and learning more about the body. It's
Here I am
incredible.
sharing things I've heard from other healers, and it's in a book. Who knew?
Well,
That's why you talk to your mother.
oh, some of your mothers. Mine now.
But you get the idea? Like picturing something growing. It's just something to practice. Don't do too much too fast.
That's a good idea.
That's why step one was forget the O. Part two is funk the fantasies. The little play on words. Funk it up. Funk it with mom art. I hadn't even thought about that. That's a great idea. But I have learned and shared and seen how it works. Nature. Growing nature. So try it. Practice is fun. And when in doubt, buy my book.
And keep breathing.
Keep breathing. There's tons of nature in here. Actually, there's a scene where Tilda Pinkerton is explaining perception to the kids, and she takes a fuzzy seed pod and busts it, and it comes out with paint, and she has this paint brush, and she starts painting this scene in the air. That's a good little scene. You should read the book and read that scene. I'm just saying. It's good. What are you saying? Yay!
So much there. So many different levels.
Yee. Okay. Bye.